What's going on, guys and gals? Jeff Kiesel, Kiesel Guitars, here today with IGFAQ. So these questions are your questions, and I don't know what they are. They're covered up. And well, let's just start this off and see what you guys want to know. How is Kiesel's availability of swamp ash? That's a great question. Swamp ash in general, from what we've all been told in the industry, it's getting harder to get, right? And realize the swamp ash that we get isn't just swamp ash. It's also swamp ash that is at a certain weight. And by that I mean we have a certain amount of weight per board foot that we accept, and anything else we won't accept. It's too heavy. It's not porous enough for us to get that sound, tone, look, and weight that you guys expect. So who knows what the future holds. Right now I still have some. I am told it's going to be harder and harder to get, which will probably drive the price up. Great question though. Will there be a new model to honor your new puppy Zelda? That's a rad question. You know, really enjoying Zelda. She's an awesome little pup. It's a boxer. And we did do a model, Leia, to honor my dog Leia that passed away recently. We'll see what the future holds for Zelda, but for right now we're just enjoying our time with her. What is the most difficult model to produce? The most difficult model to produce is going to be our K series. And the reason why is the K series has the most amount of neck access. It has a constant bevel all the way around, has the deepest arm relief, and just the intricate details of that model make it the hardest to reproduce. And it is our 70th anniversary model, just everything I want in a guitar. So that is going to be our hardest model to reproduce. How can I try a Kiesel guitar before I buy one? Well, unless you're local to us in the San Diego area and you're going to come into the showroom, you really can't. We do offer a 10-day in-home trial period so that you can get the guitar in your own environment. And for any reason, if you don't love it, you can return it for a full refund. There are some options that we do offer that would make a guitar non-returnable, but your salesperson will be able to tell you about that. How do I make my parents love me? Dang, wow. That is a weird question. How do you make your parents love you? I would say give them hugs. When they're talking to you, listen to them. And just try to overall, respect them and appreciate what they've done for you, because they've probably done a lot for you. But hugs go a long way. Why is koa so expensive? Man, some good ones this week. So koa wood is only grown on the Big Island of Hawaii. And the Big Island of Hawaii is small. Don't let the name fool you. It is a very small island. And you can drive around the whole thing in about 8 hours to give you an idea of the diameter of the island. Well, the koa wood is only grown above 3,000 foot elevation on this one island. And it has to fall to natural causes. You're not allowed to harvest koa, so you can't go in and just cut it down. So the rarity and the demand with the limited supply is driving that price up. And at some point, I'm going to say we're probably not going to have koa available. So if you've ever wanted a koa build, now is a good time to take advantage of our amazing supply and some of the supply we've had for over 10 years. What is the most difficult finish to do? For me, the finishes that I do is going to be Arctic. And it's such a labor-intensive process, and I do it 100% start to finish. And it takes me about 5 steps to do that, and a lot of labor involved in that. I would say for our custom shop, aside from me, probably our metal flakes or our splatter finishes or semi-chromes. Those 3 are probably, and even the crackles, those 4 are probably all pretty equal to hardest and most steps finishes to do. And last question, hopefully it's a good one. Any plans for more 24 3/4 scale models? Currently, the only 24 and 3/4 scale models you can get are the Leia, the headless neck through single cut, and the Zeus. You know, we'll see what the success of that model is and how many of them we do in the 24 and 3/4 to determine if we add more models in the future that are 24 and 3/4. With the shorter scale comes some problems as far as drop tunings. Not holding low tunings, fat strings are needed to go with shorter scales. And that's not desirable for most people. Most people want to play a 25.5-inch scale 6-string and a 27-inch scale 7-string. Is kind of more desirable. So, do I see us adding more 24 and 3/4 in the future? If the market really demands it, we can take a look at it. But right now, I'm not getting that demand. So, thank you guys for your questions. Thanks for checking these out. Of course, as always, share with somebody else and send in some great questions so we can keep doing these. If you have any questions, call my guys, 858 Guitars.